The Amazing Spider-Man himself, Andrew Garfield, is once again at it. Once again, when asked about a return and whether he can confirm anything or deny anything in regards to return rumors, he would not acknowledge anything. But he did go and say, once again, I'm very interested in making this possible. If memory serves me right, it's January this year that Andrew Garfield had a pretty big interview where he finally opened up about everything Spider-Man, and he said, I would like to come back. We just gotta work things out, but nobody's talked to me about it. Then every month since then, we've had a rumor here or there that he could be returning in this or that. Most recently, we of course had Venom 3 when it started shooting before the shutdown. Teased Tom Hardy face-to-face with a werewolf. A lot of people took this as the werewolf Andrew Garfield. Again, however you read into that, whatever you make of it, that's up to you. But it would make sense to try to do something. And ever since that happened, Andrew Garfield's been in a couple places, done a couple extra things, been asked by fans, when they run into him or something, or a Comic-Con, and he's been more open about talking about it. I talked about the fact recently that he said that the Amazing Spider-Man story isn't over. There's a coherent and an actual through line now with No Way Home. There's villains out there. This universe is growing. And he was talking about the Amazing Spider-Man universe. And most recently, just outright when asked about returning, he said, yes, I want to return, but we need to work it out. On top of saying I'm open to returns, we just gotta get the details hashed out. I do think that he's honestly either trying to tease that he is back, and or he's trying to will it into existence by getting fans to rally behind him. Now, I made it no secret I didn't like The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I liked the first one more. But if they could work it out and honestly get good script writers and directors and not have Sony meddle with it, I would 100% want this. I think most people would. Because now the audience is smart enough to understand that the multiverse exists and that Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man is not Tom Holland's, and neither of them are Tobey Maguire. They're smart enough. Certainly they all saw the movie because of the box office. So I do think that there's a lot here that we're kind of needing to read between the lines, but I think there's honestly something going on here, because we went from after the release of No Way Home with Andrew Garfield saying, I think I'm done, I don't think there's much, it was a one-off, to now, oh yeah, I want to come back, man, I got some ideas, man, there's a story there, how about we tell it? Like, I'm starting to feel like they're leaning into it. I will not be surprised if Venom 3 reveals that he's the Spider-Man of that universe, and then we just go on.